Hello Mr. and Mrs. Hudson, this is Jason from Kimberley Caravans, and with a little drum roll in front of us we have your brand new Coachman VIP 575 ready for dispatching to you next week. It's all ready and it's a beautiful day, so a great day to make a little video for you. So this video is just to show you any extras that we've added and show you that the van is ready. I'm also going to send you a batch of videos which have instructions to them, Aldi, ATC, hitching up a caravan. Some of them you're obviously quite experienced at, but there's some quite good tips in there. I delivered a van only last week, VIP funnily enough, and the lady and gent said they'd watched the video on the motor mover. They'd had motor movers many times and they didn't realise that you could change the speed of the motor mover with the controls. So they're perhaps worth a watch even for the most of experienced. So enjoy this video. If you've got questions or you think there's anything that's amiss or you've got any queries, please let us know, and we look forward to delivering the van to you next week. So Alco hitch, I'm sure you're quite familiar to that with your stabiliser. Alco ATC might be new to you, and that and the 13-pin connection are covered in the hitching up guide. Coachman front locker, of course, flue outlet here, water inlet here, and this is your pump. I'm going to put that in the sink once I've drained down. Just ensure that once in place you click the housing down properly. New vans, as you know, don't come with a battery, so we'd encourage you to either ask us to fit a brand new one or keep the one off your previous van. Isolation switch there for the motor mover, and the key will be inside. Alloy wheels, of course. Waste outlets. Again, no waste pipe is supplied. You may wish to keep yours. Cassette toilet removal, obviously fairly straightforward. And the only main thing to bear in mind with this, I suppose, number one is don't use the loo while somebody's emptying it, but I'm sure you're fully aware of that. Can have disastrous consequences. Don't fill the flush water with the pink and then tow. It's an open container and it can cause considerable damage inside the caravan, particularly over a period, and we do see that frequently. So a couple of litres into flush, yes, but any more than that, definitely not. Van's all nice, washed and cleaned. Well, it's going to be a few days since we deliver it, so we'll almost certainly give it a little wipe over before it heads off. Under bed locker there, spare wheel of course under there somewhere. There we go. And just push that, click that shut. Front locker here, and Coachman now put their mains point. It used to be in there, it's now on the front gas barbecue point there. That's our 6 kg bottle and pigtail for display purposes, but the Coachman are one of the few manufacturers that do actually provide a pigtail, and that's inside the van. So just going inside the van, there's the remote control handset and the isolation switch. I'm just going to slip off my shoes before I turn on your carpets. There's the engagement bar, a much better one now from Power Touch. There's your Kimberley hitch cover. The Coachman warranty book, we're going to complete that so that we start the registration and to get your cash back from Coachman. And the driver tomorrow will ask you to sign, not tomorrow, the driver next week will ask you to sign here, and then he will bring those carbon copies with him, but you retain the book. And as you know, please keep up the service intervals on this van. It's got a fantastic warranty, but it does rely on you having an annual service. So a pack of goodies supplied: Alco secure wheel clamp, pigtail, mains lead, wheel brace, step and winding handle, 13-pin alignment tool, and then various packs of instructions and information that's going to come there. I'm going to do the drain down very last of all. Pioneer digital upgrade radio. We've seen the mover on the outside, carbon monoxide alarm there. So the extras that you ordered are there, and that's the mover, the hitch cover, and the upgraded radio. Microwave. I'm going to remove the plate. I'm going to tuck it on that front seat. Some people keep it there, others keep it in the plate rack above the sinks, but you are advised not to tow with it within the caravan. So got the taps running there. We've had the heating off a little while, and that's getting extremely warm. There are two settings for the temperature. There's a 50 and a 70, and it reverts back to the 50. I hope you can see the steam. Yes, you can. Looking at my phone, that is really hot. But most of the time it comes out 70. So if there are young children present in the van, it's pretty important that they are very careful and either use the mixers or be very careful with the temperature of the water. I've got a video on the control panel, Aldi central heating. We can see here that the interior temperature is 26, so we've got it set at 20. If I were to say knock that up to 28, of course it will want to start the pump, and sooner or later, there we go, we've got the little pump there, circulation pump, that's telling me that the Aldi system is working. It's very warm in here. This is the two settings for water, 70 degree, 50 degree and off. Different settings for the electric, 1, 2 or 3 kilowatt, and a gas setting, obviously if you want to run it off gas. And again, video on this to explain how things work. And it is very simple. I mean, it has some pretty impressive features if you want to program it to work longer, but it is quite impressive. So as I've actually shown you that, and I've shown the hot water, I'm going to turn the pump off and I'm going to open up the tap. Sorry if I'm going around too fast. You feel like you're on a roller coaster. And then I'm going to show you that underneath here, there's the Aldi system there, and there are your 2 drain points. So if I lift that one and that one up right, there we go. And as we get round the van, I'll open up the other taps in the shower. Motor box is there, 12 volt distribution panel, and circuit breaker box are here. Circuit breaker box has got a test function on it, which can be very useful just to make sure that mains is coming into the van. It should trip out, of course. Just move that tap to make sure the air goes out. So here's the fridge, automatic selection, and you have the facility to change the temperature. Go backwards. You can change the power supply, and I click on there. You can see auto. I hope I've got my phone on it. 12 volt while you're driving along, gas or mains, but it will select it for you. So none of this getting in the car and did you turn it on, love? No, I didn't. Yeah, okay, I forgot. So take that grill pan out. We don't want that for travelling. I'm going to put that just at the front by the step, and obviously 3 gas burners and a mains ring as well. Most important thing there is not to lower the cooker lid if you have any heat there. Lift up bed. Coachmen have put a safety feature on the right hand side of these now, so it is important before trying to press the bed down, that locks the bed in the upright position, to make sure you press that lock over. It's very important, because if you just try and force it down, you'll break it. Or you can break that that part off there as well. We've had, I've got to be honest, I did it when one first came down and I didn't know the lock was there. So just drain down this area of the van here, open it up, let it gurgle away. I'm going to place that in there for towing, and I'm going to place the shower head down there for towing also, and open up the shower taps. Cassette toilet here. Pretty used to cassettes, I'm sure, with your Quasar. They haven't changed massively. So that concludes the tour, I believe. I'm just going to see where the header tank is for the Aldi. There it is. And it's nicely quite high there. 5-year fluid in that now as standard, so you shouldn't have to have that changed or serviced anytime in the near future. Hope you like your video. Hope you're as excited about your van as we are of getting it over to you. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and as our best-selling van, it's certainly one of my favourites. It's just lovely, and the finish and quality is superb. Okay, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to speaking to you next week. Thanks, bye-bye.